Hey everyone, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for Gemini for August of 2020. If this reading resonates, please like, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. And wanted to remind you to always maintain your power, never give it away to a reading, or anything else. This reading is intended to assist you on your path for your greatest and highest good. The details on how to contact me for a personal reading, as well as the information for the decks used in this reading, can be found in the description box below. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I wait for the cards to jump out. So if you would like to, please feel free to fast forward. I do appreciate your time. Thank you. It's Gemini for August 2020. Gemini, August 2020. We have a message. There's a message that came out as the shadow side with the High Priestess. This tells me you might be feeling negative energies when you're around, and you might be uncomfortable with them. If you feel a presence that you're uncomfortable with, make sure that you get to a space that you feel more comfortable with. You don't want to be around energies that are draining or toxic for you. And then we also have karma with the Five of Pentacles. So there might be something that you are trying to pull in. You might feel like there's you might have some struggle right now with financing, but that's going to short pass. The biggest message that I'm seeing here is that there's something that you're calling in from the universe and that you're waiting on. And right now it might seem bare, but you're planning, you're plotting the way. You're making a plan with spirit, kind of, and you're starting to like chart out your map, kind of. And you're working with spirit to come together on what's the best path, the best course of action for you to take, because you're going to better and brighter places. Thank you for Gemini. We have another message. You have the Tower with the Two of Wands. So this tells me that in your sometime in your potential recent history, recent past, there was something that had happened and that you didn't really expect that caused you to kind of stop and take a look at your situation and your surroundings and where you were investing your energy, and your foundation, the things that you had built with people, and who could stay and who couldn't stay. So you're trying to make determinations on what your future stability looks like and who that does or doesn't include, and what that does or doesn't entail. I've got another message. So karma came out again with the Wheel of the Year. So again, this is you're drawing something in. The previous card that the karma card came out with was the Five of Pentacles, which speaks of challenge in your finances. Potentially, like you might be having difficulty with the job. You might not have a job. You might have difficulty making ends meet and meeting your resources. But now you got that karma card again, with the Wheel of the Year, which this is basically like the Wheel of Fortune card. If you can see, everything's blooming here. If you recall in the last, in the Five of Pentacles, it was very barren. It was like a dead tree in the middle of winter. But this card, as you can see, it's beautiful clouds in the background. The clouds that are there, and there's very, very minimal gray. Mostly light, like a clear sky, a bunch of blooming, there's pentacles, there's cups, there's sword, there's wands, there's everything you could possibly want. So it looks like this is what you're waiting on. It looks like your past has been a little bit difficult, and you have that feeling and expectation that your life has something better in store for it. Like you are supposed to be somebody who doesn't have to want for anything. You are somebody who is supposed to have to, you're not supposed to struggle in this life, and you have that feeling towards you. You feel like you're just supposed to be very content and abundant in this life, whether you have or haven't been as of yet. You have that feeling. We're going to do one more shuffle. No, one more actually, sorry. Got a message, that's why. Okay. So right now, the message that came out was the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So right now, you might be trying to build something in regards to love and or a new perspective of how you see love, or the way that you create love with others. You're trying to change that. It might not have worked out well for you in the past. So we'll have one more shuffle, and then we're going to get ready to go. Just kidding, got another message. You have the Chariot with the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a message of the abundance that you're seeking is on its way towards you. Do not give up. Maintain that road as tiresome as it might be. There's different stages that you have to go through. And there are times where it's going to be easy and times where it's going to be a little bit more difficult and times that it's going to be really, really hard. But you can do it, and you have it within you to do it. And just keep your eye on the prize that you see in your mind's eye. You have a goal. You're just not 100% sure how to get there yet, but you are receiving little intuition pings on how to take the next step and what the next step is after that and the next step after that. So continue to follow that advice from Spirit, and you will be abundant in your endeavors. And we're going to have one more. We'll be good. Because we got another message. Spirit is very talkative for us today. Sorry, I want to make sure I get it right. Okay. So you got the High Priestess. Again, this message has came out a short while ago, along with the Knight of Pentacles. So what this is saying is use your intuition, and that's going to bring in your abundance. I don't know whether your abundance comes through a means of using the arts, like being able to do like tarot readings, for example. You have spiritual gifts. You have a lot of spiritual gifts, and you might be able to use them to help you to make abundance in your life. And once you trust once you trust your abilities and become more comfortable with them, then that's when you'll start to see little tokens kind of come through. There'll be like little blessings, and that's your sign from Spirit that Spirit is satisfied and wants you to continue to keep growing, and to seek the truth in the endeavors that you're pursuing, and to provide the truth. Okay, so now we're going to start. Okay, and right off the bat, you got the Queen of Pentacles and your current energy, and what she speaks of is this one. What's this way? What she speaks of is, the Queen of Pentacles speaks of basically being able to have everything that you need She's very abundant. She's very dependable. She's able to build things long term. And it looks like you're trying to, okay. And I want to point this out. You got the High Priestess again. So this is the third time that she's came out in this reading so far. So what that says to me, anytime a card comes out more than once, it's my indicator to really pay attention to that energy. And the High Priestess, what she is, like, she's very intuitive. She's the balance on both sides. She might be very secretive, but she's aware. She might not share, but she's aware of the information on both sides, whether she shares it or not. She is very gifted. Okay. For Gemini, for August 2020, Gemini, August 2020. And you're trying to find ways on how you could build with this group, with the group. or how group energies will impact your benefit, your business, or your what you're trying to create here. So bottom of the deck energy is the Ace of Cups. So this doesn't necessarily have to be like a relationship love, but it can be. This can also be like you might have received a spark of something like it's not the Ace of Wands, but it is something that you are passionate about still, something that you're excited that you want to see grow, that you have love for, you have love towards. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but it can be. Your underlying energy, you might feel as if you got to come against a lot of challenges. Whether it be people, you might feel like people are coming at you, or different things are coming at you at the same time, multiple things, multiple different challenges. Maybe you feel distracted, or things are trying to get in your way or prevent you from accomplishing your goals, your accomplishments. In your recent past, you might have wanted to receive, or provided an offer of love or communication of love. And you're thinking about some movement of love, whether somebody provides that to you, or you provide it to somebody else. We're going to pull clarifiers for these. Let's see, the Three of Cups. This is for Gemini for August 2020. Three of Cups. So you are really focused right now on your abundance. Page of Cups. You're focused on your abundance right now. You are trying to build with potentially a group of people. Or what you're trying to create is going to be something that has to do with the public in some way. You want to provide a strong truth behind it. It might be strong communication skills involved with it. You hope to shed the light on something. Actually, excuse me, Moon. We had that already? No. Okay. Apologize. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, and what's crossing that is the Three of Cups for your current energy. So this, and what's clarifying your Queen of Pentacles is the Wheel of Fortune. So she's trying to build something right now. And with the Three of Cups energy, it's a group, it's group energy that she's trying to create something with, something that's going to be prosperous for her. With the Moon, it might have something to do with secrets, providing, speaking the truth on somebody's secrets. So give me just one moment. This comes here. This goes here. Okay. So you're just going to finish the whole story now. Cool. Awesome. And then the bottom of the deck for the clarifiers is the Lovers. So this, your underlying energy is very well potentially, very strongly about a love connection, and or that's your underlying energy. So this is your main deck, bottom of the deck, and then this is your clarification deck, bottom of the deck. So what that speaks of to me with the Ace of Cups and the Lovers is that something that is that's loving, that's truthful, that's honest and sincere, that is truthful. It's clear and clarity. With, as you can see in the Lovers, they're naked. There's nothing that they're hiding from the other one, and they're right underneath the angel of God. So it's something that they are proud of, that they are able to show the world and be proud of it, and be honest and outright with it. So your current energy is the Queen of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. So you're trying to create something in regards to prosperity for your life. And what's crossing that energy is the Three of Cups along with the King of Swords and the Moon. So what this speaks of crossing the Queen of Pentacles is what you're trying to build is something that involves a group energy of some sorts. And in that, there might be some communication about things that are hidden. So you might be potentially doing like a tarot reading business or something like that. You might be starting something like that. Or maybe developing any of your psychic abilities. Let's see. Or you're potentially thinking about going into business with some people, and you're trying to review your options to make sure that there's no shadiness on the back end. You want to make sure that anybody and everybody that you make contracts with, that it's in the upright, that you have all the facts first. Your underlying energy, you might feel as though there's like things coming against you, but you know how to handle it. It's not anything. It's not an energy that you haven't experienced before. And it's just things that like, it's more takes up your thought space more than anything else. In your recent past, you might have been provided with the offer of love that you potentially turned down. And or you might have communicated love to somebody and kind of told them like, hey, this is what I'm expecting going forward. It was very solid communication that did not leave a lot of room for interpretation. It was very black and white, factual communication about how you want to love and how you want to be loved. The energy that is crowning you is the Knight of Cups along with the Eight of Wands upside down. So you probably feel, you're probably thinking that love is not an opportunity that is being offered very much towards you, or it hasn't been offered freely to you when it has been offered. And you're kind of losing interest in it, and or you're gaining a new appreciation for the time that you've invested in a relationship, and or you're considering if you can invest any more time going forward. Sorry guys, this is a group reading, so if you want a personal reading to get more specific about your situation, please reach out to me. My contact information is listed in the details, the description box below. But this could be seen of many of ways. With the fogginess that's been behind him, he's potentially looking and seeing, okay, this is the love that I've had that I haven't appreciated, that I need to start appreciating going forward if I don't want to lose it. Or this is the love that I've had that has been difficult and it's been hard and it's been going on for so long and I can't endure it anymore. And or love is hard, I don't want to do it anymore at all. Or like, let's see, there's multiple ways that this can come into play right here, especially with his horse. You see, he's not moving. And this is the card of movement, and it's upside down. So you just seem to feel that love just doesn't really have much movement, potentially. and that's how you're thinking about it, or you're not thinking about love right now in a capacity of wanting to put much action towards it. And what you got in for your near future was the High Priestess and the Six of Swords upside down. So this card, again, I want to emphasize the High Priestess. She came out. This is now her third appearance in this reading. This card speaks of high intuition, high intuition. Just because you know it doesn't mean you share it. So it also involves secrets. It involves being able to grow things, being able to communicate with spirit on a deeper level that not many people can, being able to communicate with animals. There's a lot that this card represents, and it's a lot of a spiritual realm. So you're probably very skilled in that area, and or strengthening those skills that you have. And with the Six of Swords upside down, Six of Swords represents moving away. With this upside down, you're wanting to embrace this energy. You're wanting to go towards it. You would probably spend 24/7 with this energy if you possibly could. If you didn't have to go to work, if you do have a job, if you didn't have to sleep, since we're all human. If you could, you would spend your time and every moment of your day with this energy. Really, really enjoy it. How you feel about yourself is the Queen of Wands, and she also has made an appearance as well. In her energy, she's very abundant, she's confident, she's able to create things, she's very passionate. She can be, she's a fire energy, so she can be, if she's rubbed the wrong way, put in the, if she's upside down, she can kind of be manipulative, she can kind of be antagonistic. So she has some difficult energies about her, but I'm not really feeling that. I'm more feeling like that confidence, that passion, that drive. And then here you have the Knight of Wands upside down. So this speaks of you're not moving much, if any, towards your passion that you have, and or Queen of Wands. You're thinking highly a lot about the things that you're passionate about, but you're not putting a lot of action towards them yet. Or you might feel like you're trying to put action towards these things that you're passionate about, but you might feel like you keep, excuse me, getting these little roadblocks, like something's kind of like delaying you or trying to cause an obstacle for whatever reason temporarily. Other people see you as you're just trying to figure out the way forward, as like maybe as if you're not appreciating what you've built up so far. As other people see that you are intuitive as well, but they see that you're not just settling like you want. Like people see you as wanting to continue to pursue your spiritual gifts. And some of them are scared of it, and some of them are intrigued by it. What you are fearful of or hoping for the most is the King of Swords clarified with the Page of Wands. So this tells me is that you're hoping or fearing to receive some passionate, harsh communication that is blunt and truthful. So you could be hoping for that depending on your situation and circumstances. Or maybe you might be fearing that somebody's going to tell you something mean or hurtful, or provide bad news for you. But it looks like it's mostly just all in your mind. It doesn't look like, it looks like it's more, but you are an intuitive person. So if you're feeling a energy, make sure that you go back and evaluate with yourself if that's an energy because you're paranoid from previous experiences, or is that really your higher self trying to give you warning. And know the difference. know the difference between the two. You spend a lot of time with yourself so you can get comfortable, and know the difference. When you're being fearful, it's a fearful energy, and that's not of your higher self. When you're being like a warning and a fear, it's a different energy. Like when you're in the dark and the lights go out, and you're like, oh my gosh, the lights are out there. It's got to be a boogeyman under my bed. Or you're like, okay, lights went out. I put my shoes under my bed. And yet, excuse me, I have like that rational thought. There's a difference between fear and like a warning. So know the difference. And if you're just being in this energy of you're just thinking things a lot, and you're being paranoid about things, try to release that. Try to see why you have that energy and how to release that energy. It's going to be different for everyone. And then with it being clarified with the Page of Wands, you're trying to figure out something. So you might be trying to process multiple different thoughts, trying to see, is okay, this happened and this happened. What does that mean? And what does this person mean when they said that? And what did they mean when they did that? So you might be spending a lot of time in your mind trying to figure out what things meant and what people said, if somebody was being truthful or not. Sorry, I had to get a drink. So with this energy, like I said, the best thing I can do is, the best thing I could advise you to do is to meditate on that energy. If it's discomfort energy, don't be around that energy. Try to release that, and you want to be around positive energy, energies that are a frequency higher than yours, so that you can, life is about progression, in my opinion. So you want to be around energies that are like yours or better or higher than yours. But it looks like this energy is probably just a bit of paranoia. The potential outcome should everything remain the same. Woo! You have the 9 of Pentacles, and this speaks about confidence, being in your power, being like the shit and knowing you're the shit. And with this, to clarify, you have the World with the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups was the bottom card on your main deck. So this is the second appearance for the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, so whether you're religious, spiritual or not, majority of you have heard of a saying that goes, give until your cup runneth over, right? So this is that. This is where you have so much in your cup that it's running over, that you can't even possibly contain it if you wanted to. If you put saucers and everything under there, you still couldn't contain it. It's an ocean. Like, it's a whole ocean. There's so much abundance that you can't contain it. And this is a blessing from Spirit, from the Most High. This is God's hands reaching out that blessing and giving it to you. And with the World card, so what this speaks of to me, the final outcome, should everything remain the same. What this says to me is that you're going to be developing and pursuing your passionate spiritual gifts. And you're going to be pursuing making financial investments, whether it be in yourself or other businesses or other individuals. And ultimately, you're going to be led to abundance. God himself, Spirit, is going to direct you on how to go about getting the world that you want, the life that you want, the abundance that you want, so that you can sit in your power and know that you are everything that you need, you are everything that you want, and then some. You don't need anything else or anybody else. They're there because you want them there, not because you need them there. All you need is yourself and Spirit. Everything else is just a want. It's not a need. You need for nothing. Gemini, this has been your reading. I'm very excited and happy for you. You have many, many beautiful blessings in store for you. If you'd like to reach out to me for a personal reading, please feel free to do so. please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe if you've made it this far. Thank you.